Hello, and this is Shanthebaby, and I'm doing a read for the sign of Gemini. Just a moment, I don't know what's going on here. All right, doing a read for the sign of Gemini. All right. All right, this is just a general read. Again, take what resonates and what does not. Make sure that you can throw it in the trash. So, several things came up on the table, but this is the first one that I would like to discuss. There is, okay, a trip, however you would like to, if it dictates or not. There is something that is going to come along. There is some type of suspicious death that is going to be around the Gemini, okay? And you can place it and put it exactly however it fits into yours. If it does not fit, then I guess you just listen to the story that is someone else's story. There's somebody that is going to die in a very suspicious way or a suspicious manner. There are going to be lots of different questions about this unaliving here. Um, it is best to this is going to take some time here for the truth to be fished out, maybe 2 weeks or a week, maybe just a week. This is going to look like something, but it's something else, okay? And I'm not really under the knowledge of what it is and what it isn't, but I'm just here to give the message that it's going to look like something else, but it's totally something else. There is a situation in this, it seems to be a sneakier because we got the Seven of Swords. And if you're looking at this card, it's reflecting. This baboon here is looking in the water, okay? But he has a mask on the back of his face to fool the lion that he's looking at him face forward when he's really trying to get him a relaxing drink and not trying to be assaulted in any way by the lion. But I'm not sure if that lion is so much unfooled by the mask because he's looking like, yeah, is that what you're saying? And then at the top, you also have you have some lawyers. You have a panel of lawyers. You have okay, discussion. They are discussing something. Okay, there is a discussion here. There will be a discussion about also a coroner's report. There will be a discussion about um, toxicology. Okay, that will also be something that is um, in this discussion. Could be a cold case. Okay, or okay, this is what I feel. Something linked to a cold case. That's what I'm saying. It's like this is a active investigational case. Okay, that's going to take about a week or two to kind of suss out. We have uh, we have the devil card here, which is sometimes that can either be violence, the violence that ensues. This could also, in this case, be something that has something to do with drugs. Okay, this has something to do with drugs. This has something to do with a small male. I feel, or either this will be a smaller woman, but these are grown people, and they are actually involved in grown people things. Um, what else can I say here? It's a lot of light that's going to be shed on here. The whatever was with this cold case is going to shine a light on this current case that's right here. So somebody is going to be just overwhelmed with this situation because they're going to feel and know that this situation is not as somebody is saying this situation is. All right, let's see. Can we get anything? We have a nine of wands, rods, looking at something from a different perspective, and nine of swords. Somebody that's up, somebody that is worried. This person may have come to someone else and told them that they were worried about this other person in their life. All right, and remember, this can be the Gemini or someone around the Gemini or in the Gemini's life. This person is a person that feel like they've been going through a situation for quite some time, and this situation is like beating up on them. Okay, and you are maybe coming to you if you're not, the person. You're not the person. It's got to be somebody around you or closely connected. They're telling you they're worried. They're looking at somebody from a different perspective. I don't know if they live with somebody or they're around somebody that seems to be on a tentative type edge and ready to blow or ready to do something, and they could be telling you about it, or you could be getting third hand knowledge of it, like somebody told them, and then but it's somebody in your circle or your immediate need that you need to know about, that there is a very suspicious death coming. Okay, let's see. This is something that you're going to get this message about this situation. I feel like someone's going to be coming to you telling you this. I feel like it's not third hand though. I feel like this is an official coming through and telling you something. This is the page of Rods. This is information, things that are starting. Okay, this is something. These people may feel like they're out in the cold about this situation. They got a whole lot of different information. I'm still on live. They got a whole lot. I'm on live. Oh, my bad. Listen, you look so pretty. Yeah, turn, close the door. All right. And there are a lot of different issues correlating, a lot of things on the scene that don't make sense. Okay, some things don't make sense. The location doesn't even make sense. Okay, this is what I get out of some of this. This location don't make sense. This is not the particular type of person that you would think would be in a situation similar to this. This is a situation in which you have, a person, you know them fairly well, and then there's a crime scene that contains a large quantity of drugs. This person is not known to do drugs anytime in their life. People do keep secrets, I understood. But in this point, it's so out of line that further investigation is clearly needed for this. This would not be a situation in which this person got hurt or something or happened like this. This is not a situation where you would just want to just leave it as it is and say, well, that's what happened to her. This means that there is a Gemini that will need to go into investigational phase themselves. This did not just happen, because this is who is up here: Seven of Swords, thieves, people taking lives, people taking things that don't belong to them, people sneaking off. We got to watch wherever this person went. The GPS locations or need to be evaluated. Everything needs to be evaluated before we can just make one conclusion, and then that is the conclusion. There is a fly in the milk, and you can see it black and buzzing around. There are something about being defensive. Somebody was defensive in this, and they are acting as if maybe this is accidental or something like that. So this is just something I got for a particular Gemini to be on the lookout for. So I just had to bring that, just because that's really a serious situation that needs to be let's see. Yep, there is a fox. This card is just screaming out. This not what this. We got fox. We got clouds. This betrayal to vices, a slavery to vices such as sex, alcohol, whatever your vice. Okay. Um, working with cunning and cowardness. Okay, business deals. Do we have some money associated with this? Everything is a little bit cloudy here, and this cloud card is disturbance, forecast, and confusion. There is somebody's talking confusing. Somebody is speaking in a manner in which they don't usually speak, but you hear them speaking in this voice. Okay, so be wary in about this particular situation for a Gemini. All right. With that being said, let's go on to the rest of the reading for the rest of the Geminis, not that particular Gemini. All right. We have a situation of a world, Ace of Swords, something coming to an end. This is an end of an era. Okay. But it ends up being a clover, which is luck. Things as good as you want them. Here for a good time, but not a long time. All right. So this was something that would end. This is something that is ending, but it's not ending on a bad note at all. Something good. Um, this is just a situation that had its time. It was supposed to have that time, and now it's over. All right. It could be somebody who's leaving a job, or maybe on some type of temporary assignment. It is very heartbreaking for you. We have the Three of Cups coming in, but you're going to have to evaluate what went wrong, what went right. Three of Pentacles, what just worked itself out. Okay. So it's an ending, but the ending is quite, it's going to be better than you thought it was. Okay, you might have thought the ending would have been world ending, but it leads to something else. Okay, for a particular Gemini. Now, for another particular Gemini, we have the Nine of Cups and the Four of Rods in the house. There could be some type of Gemini that is going to have some good news on getting a home, graduating, some kind of celebration, and it's going to provide you with a sense of stability. Maybe you get a job, and the job is going to provide you to have the correct credit scores, the correct down payment, so that you can get your life started. I feel like this is a more of a younger Gemini. All right, things are shaping up for a younger Gemini. All right, things are happening behind the scenes. This is the High Priestess, and this is the Six of Rods. So there is something of victory that is happening behind the scenes. You're not aware of it yet, but certain things are clicking into place so that you can have this wonderful house or this celebration at a house. Something is happening for your good and coming through for your good for some Gemini. All right. We have a Queen of Wands, a Five of Swords, and a Key. Someone needs to know that there is a female who is very strong and high spoken speaking on your name. She has some problems with you. She thinks that you either took something from her, stole something from her, or you have been I don't know, like talking to her friend or talking to somebody else or something like that. She really got some issues with you, all right? And she might come up and she might tell you about that because we got a key. So, because she's really a direct female, okay? Key, new possibilities, occasion leading to success, obstacles overcome, lack of ambition, uh, being a surface person, openness, revelation, and unlocking something, key to making it out. Okay, maybe you in the doghouse, Gemini, and or maybe she's in the doghouse. Someone's trying to work their way out of the doghouse, and they say, "I'm not as worse as you think that I am. How about we just Six of Swords, keep it moving and move forward and move on." And one person is saying to move forward. One person is blocked. One person is having to make a choice whether they want to move forward with you or just move past you. So that could either be you, Gemini, or somebody in your atmosphere. But they are cleaning out their house. This is the Ace of Cups. This is new emotions. So this is a new emotion that they have about you, and they feel like they want to clean out the house. Whether they want you back in or not is up to them. But this is an individual, or you are doing some type of spring cleaning, Gemini. All right. Let's see. Okay, we got 14 on the clock. We got a moon, we got the past, and we got cross. There are some Geminis which are burdened with the past. Okay, there are some things that were left unsaid, undone, or some things that you didn't quite understand, or some emotions that you didn't quite deal with in the past. And now they're coming up to the surface in the future as being crosses or being things that you're going to have to either carry the heavy load or you're going to have to throw the cross off and head in a whole new other direction. Okay, let's see. Could have something to do with the King of Rods, which is fire signs. We got Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Or it could just be some powerfully outspoken man that always seems to come up to the front of the line. And with this King of Rods is the Five of Cups, which is speaking of things that are lost or disasters. Somebody might be speaking up for something they've lost or they felt like they've lost, and it's something to do in the past. It could have them feeling rather emotional, but they want to be strong and stand up and tell you exactly how they feel, what they feel about it, and that irregardless of what you have done to them or they have done to you, that you're standing strong. This is what this person is trying to insinuate. So I feel by the end of the session, you'll know what's unclear and what has not been said or did. This person will. I'm not trying to bother your life or anything, but it sounds like they're trying to make sandwiches. Okay. By himself. Okay. All right. Don't go back in there no more, please. The moon. The moon is again things that you appear what they're not and what they appear. Hey, get out of that refrigerator and sit down and get back on your phone. Get out of my refrigerator now. Alrighty. So this is some type of relationship or some type of family or some type of union, okay? And you're not too sure about if this union should be made. Should we go towards this union? We've done this. We've done this in the past. We've said this. We've tried to get over this because this is, but it's always a burden. Is the burden worth going over? That's what you're saying. Repeating after and after, over and over, saying the same thing, and nothing completely getting done, and nothing is helping that particular situation. All right, and the last cards I have for Gemini is the Hierophant. Whoa. Uh, Hierophant, Queen of Swords, and the Mountain. All right. So something is very difficult, and this Queen of Swords is a person that is it's very difficult, I feel, to do the same thing, to follow a particular set of lines and rules when somebody else is not following those particular set of rules or lines that you have. You're thinking about cutting someone off, or you're thinking about what suits you, what does not suit you, and how you can get over this difficulty, okay? But it seems like you feel like you need to step away from some people, places, or things, okay, to get that rectified. All right, let's see. Don't nobody go in my room. All right, we got a King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and a Page of Swords. So this is a person I feel like is in a wait and see mood. Okay, I'm trying to gist out what should I do. This person wants to be emotionally balanced. They want to be loved. They want the people to love them. This it's a new day and a new change. This is a Gemini who feels like they got the rough end of love, a rough end of caring for people who really don't care for you. You doing the most and they doing the littlest and the least. Okay, so you feel like this is the time for you to watch out for what they're doing, to pay particularly close attention to what they're saying. Okay, when they said it, and then you know what you need to do. You know how you need to change. You know how you need to get out of these cycles, these emotional cycles. Gemini, there's somebody putting you in emotional cycles, and you are not wanting to do this or take this anymore because you do not want all of these mountains in front of you. You want these things to smooth over a little bit. All right. So this has been Shanthebaby, and has been a short read for the sign of Gemini. And if you have just came up on me, go ahead and subscribe. I do need new subscribers. Please have a listen at my videos from front to back because I do need watch time. Watch time. What they call them? Watch what, Grace? Watch time hours at first. Need watch time hours as well. So, and I do $25 reads, tarot reads. The information is always in the description, in the comment. Just text it, and then I'll give you the time and date, and we could chop that up. And again, it's just $25. All right. Thank you. Bye bye. It's the last one.